Y'all know what we got to do. I got to make this thing public so y'all can share it. As a matter of fact, and while I do that, do you see it, Cody? Ah, there we go. I see it.
Now it comes through.
Also hit that over there. No, I don't want to make a comment.
This is gospel music 24/7.
Oh, come on, really?
The opinions expressed in this show do not reflect the views of WBND Studios or any associated affiliates. Purpose.
Ty and Cody Show with WBND Radio.
It's Ty Cody On Purpose. WBND Radio.
We're doing marriage unfiltered. Ty and Cody Show.
WBNDRadio.com.
Catch us every Monday at 8:30 p.m.
Live purposefully.
Love purposefully on Ty and
Cody On Purpose.
Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. What's going on, family?
What's good, everybody?
The Ty and Cody On Purpose show back live on the radio. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm so disorganized. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm sitting here for our Facebook family, just now making the video public for you all to go out there and share the video with your family and your friends. Each and every Monday, y'all know how we do our Facebook family. We love it when you all share this video, the Ty and Cody On Purpose show, with your Facebook friends and family to join in on the conversation. Hey, Cody.
Hello, love.
Why you sound like that?
Because I'm waiting for you to change the permissions so I can share this on our other pages.
I did. You didn't get it?
You did?
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Anywho, well, while we work on that, people, welcome back. This is Monday, y'all. April, what day it is?
The 4th.
The 4th. It's
the
4th?
3rd.
I'm about to say, wait a minute.
It's a few days after April Fool's.
Yeah, I'm about to say, wait a minute. I thought April.
Fools.
Yeah.
It went by so fast, I missed it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, it can't be April 4th already. It was a good night. It was it's all, but truth be told, the fact that it is April was a little bit ridiculous to me. Because I'm like, when did April come about? Because we was just the other day in like January. But and again, I say January to me was the longest month in my opinion.
It should be.
Because it was your birthday?
That's right.
But no, seriously, it was like the longest month to me. It was like, why is January? And you would have honestly thought, wait, your party was last year, right? Yeah, you would honestly, or I would have honestly thought that, you know, January last year would have been longer than January of this year. But January of this year just moved slow. And maybe because I just had stuff going on at work and just a bunch of other stuff too that was just going on. And I was just like, wow, it was just a slow month for me.
Yeah, I didn't know you felt that way.
Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal.
No, I'm taking it.
I say, I promise you, it's not personal. It's not personal. None at all. But we're back. We're live on the air with our family.
What up?
Yeah. Oh, I can't do this. See, I told you, I am so disorganized today, y'all. It ain't even funny. Cody has to run Facebook for me today because I'm trying to run Periscope. So I'm going to say what's going on and hello to Periscope people. And I still got to look at my notes. And I still got to, it's just been a long day, y'all. For all of us. We came in the studio. Mr. Entertainment was even like, man, it's just been, it's just one of them Mondays. You know, most people don't like Mondays.
I call it Magic Monday.
Magic Monday? Why Magic Monday?
Because it's magical.
Magic Monday.
Thank you, Cody.
Okay, there you go.
You got it. So, I thought you heard of it, but
I have, but you know,
just another one.
You can't, you know, beat Cody singing. You know.
Yes, you can.
No. We love it. We love it. If y'all like it, I love it. There you go. Why y'all looking at y'all so
we struggling, man.
I see. I understand. Well, that's why our show today is talking about all or nothing. Y'all, we are either all in it or not at all. Is what we're actually talking about today. 803-692-6370 is the number here live in the studio. Got to give a shout out to our tune-in family. Thank y'all for tuning in each and every Monday here from 8 to 9 p.m. on WBND Radio. Our WBND Radio family for tuning in and actually listening. And then we have a lot of people who just love to watch us. So they actually like watching this on Facebook. And like I said, right now, even streaming on Periscope on the Ty and Cody On Purpose show page. on Periscope. Just just try to get a little bit more people some good inspiration in their marriages, and just try to uplift people on just for at least an hour a day. Matter of fact, not even just an hour a day. Let's do it every day.
Every day.
Go ahead and join the text club, y'all. If you join the APLMC text club, you get inspired every day. You get truly, you do get inspired every day, because we try to send out just a small little tidbit. We don't blow up your text in your phone every 5 seconds. With the text message coming through about this, that, and the third. We send you a text message that just says, hey, this is how you should uplift, your marriage. This is how, just a little something, just to give you a little something to think about as you go along throughout your day, is what we do for the text club, as well as a reminder that the Ty and Cody On Purpose show comes on Mondays. But other than that, that's pretty much all we send you, so we don't try to blow you up. So if you have an opportunity, go ahead and sign up for the APLMC text club. It's really simple to do. All you have to do is text the letters APLMC to the number 81680. Again, text the letters APLMC to 81680. It is an absolutely free service, y'all. Unless you are still on one of them cell phone plans where they charge you for every single text message you get, there's no charge to you at all. So, yeah. Go ahead and sign up today. It won't hurt. Won't hurt at all.
And thank you, Team Williams, for supporting the text club and enjoying it. We appreciate the shout out.
Most definitely. Continue to spread the word. Continue to tell your friends, your family, and those you love in relationships, getting, new into relationships and everything else. Tell them about the Ty and Cody On Purpose show. That's what we're here for, y'all. So, again, today is April the 3rd, and y'all know how we like to do. We got to get into our hot topics and our marriage joke of the week. Now, let me say this. I'm going to go ahead and admit right now, y'all, my marriage joke of the week ain't funny.
Jeez.
Today.
Just throw it out there.
Today.
So why don't you just
Spoiler
spare
alert.
us and not
Today.
tell us?
No, because we got to do the marriage joke of the week. There are people like Eric, right, E, who look forward to the marriage joke of the week.
And me, like, I'm right here.
Yeah, even though you kind of want me like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
But this one I thought is actually a good conversation starter, which is the reason why I'm not going to spare you the joke of the week, Cody. Here we go. Ready?
Yes.
A husband and his wife were golfing, and some of y'all might find this funny. A husband and a wife were golfing when suddenly the wife asked, honey, if I died, would you get married again? The husband said, no, sweetie. The woman said, I'm sure you would. So the man said, okay, I would. Then the woman asked, would you let her sleep in our bed? And the man replied, yeah, I guess so. Then the wife asked, would you let her use my golf clubs? And the husband replied, no, she's left-handed.
You know what?
See,
so
again.
Is that a piggyback off of last week's topic when you aired the dirty laundry of the professional soccer player?
He aired it himself. I didn't air his dirty laundry. But actually, I did think about that when I read this joke. But no, while yes, that is one of the thoughts that came to my mind, my thought is, people who get remarried, like, so if your spouse dies, do you actually really think about the fact of, you have to change your whole life and you have to, do everything, if you choose to get remarried again? So, right, are you going to let her sleep in my bed? Are you going to swap out the mattresses because you got remarried? Or are you going to, keep up? Like, it was an episode of The Cosby Show. And, Felicia Rashad, asks, oh, you gonna keep my pictures up, and are you gonna let her sleep in my bed, and she gonna wear my clothes, and what are the kids gonna call her? And she basically beat him up because there was no right answer to the question for her.
I mean, would you get rid of the clothes at least? Like,
yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like,
because 9 times out of 10
leave
they're not gonna be able to wear the same clothes.
Exactly.
You're right. They're not gonna. I think that'd be kind of creepy.
Everything new so that you can create new memories.
So everything, including...
And it's cool to see somebody else in your husband's clothes.
No, I said that's why you get everything new to create new memories.
So when a new person comes along, they don't wear nothing. Nothing of the other person. See,
but no, that's what to say. They have their own stuff. Now that's just starting from last week.
I'm just saying.
Because if I were marrying someone whose wife passed away, I wouldn't want none of her stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wouldn't. If I was remarrying to someone else, I
wouldn't want to marry. But it's expensive clothing, expensive taste.
That don't matter.
Pass it to the kids.
So all things old pass away.
That's right.
All right, that's what's up.
You pass it to the kids or something. And Tiffany, don't be throwing tomatoes at me. My cousin just threw some tomatoes at me because my joke
Thank you, Tiffany.
sucked. But it wasn't meant to be a joke for like, you know, because that one I was like, yeah, this joke is actually going to suck. But usually I actually find my jokes. I usually actually find my jokes funny.
I found it.
And there are other people who find them. But Cody just doesn't. Cody found one joke funny, and that was it. Womp womp. Anywho, I just thought it was odd, you know, or a good conversation starter to go, hey, so if a person would die, or your spouse would die, would you actually be, you know, remodeling your whole house? The clothes, Mr. Entertainment didn't jump to the other side of the fence with that one. But yeah, because I'm not wearing nobody's dead husband's clothes. I wouldn't want to. That's just creepy.
I would want a brand new house. Anyway.
You know what? So you want a whole brand new,
yes.
Because it's just a
brand new house, brand new furniture, the whole nine.
Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, doesn't surprise
and
me.
It shouldn't.
No. So, you know we got to do our days of the week. But before I get to our days of the week, for those who are interested in basketball, we were actually just talking about basketball right before we came on air. The NCAA Final Four, the championship game is tonight. But you know who don't get enough credit, though? The women. The women's rarely heard anything about the women's NCAA Final Four or Sweet 16 or just, you know, the whole March Madness period. And so we got to give a big shout out to the South Carolina Gamecocks, women who actually won last night, who beat Mississippi State. That was their first time in the NCAA championship game. As a matter of fact, the men as well had a chance to making it to the championship, but they lost last week. So tonight's game is Gonzaga versus North Carolina. I've never been a college fan, so I really can't speak on which is which. But Cody actually was, you know, Cody sometimes just surprises me.
I always go for the underdog.
So who's the underdog in your opinion?
Gonzaga.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard a lot of people say they think Gonzaga's going to win.
Well,
just because they have,
I think they're going to win.
Bigger players than.
But they're just better. They have better chemistry, in my opinion.
Who, UNC?
No.
Oh, Gonzaga?
I don't
see. I don't know because I haven't watched I haven't watched the whole March Madness game completely. Like I've watched maybe snippets here and there. I'm just not a big college basketball fan, and somebody may shoot me for that. But oh well, I'm just not a big college basketball fan.
It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So again, y'all, today is actually April the 3rd, and 2 days ago was April 1st. Y'all play any April Fool jokes? Anybody?
I didn't this year. I forgot about it.
You usually do?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, what's your best?
I was gonna do a big
joke?
one. Well, you know, I like using the death one, but that's not.
What?
See,
funny.
What?
See? I mean, if you're going to go all out, you might as well go all out. Look.
Honestly.
Death about your own?
No, not myself, but just in general.
That is not cool.
Honestly, I started to play an April Fool's joke on Cody. It wasn't around death. It was going to be around me getting hurt, but it wasn't around death. It was going to be about me. It wasn't going to be about anybody else or anything like that. And I started to play the joke, but I said, no, I'm not. Because 9 times out of 10, it'll put me in the doghouse.
I go all out, man. Like, I don't hold no punches. Look, I got to make sure I get the best of you.
Why can't it be a fun April Fool's?
Like,
why does it have
give me
to
an
be
example
something,
then.
you know.
Fun like what, Cody?
I'm hashtag extra anyway, so listen.
Hashtag extra.
Fun like what, though?
I used to, well, this isn't necessarily fun, but back in the day, I used to April Fool's and I was pregnant.
See, you know what? How is that any different? I bet you your mother had a heart attack.
No, I never did on my mom. It was always my close girlfriends. And I'll never forget that when I actually finally did get pregnant and I tried to tell one of my girlfriends that I was pregnant, she was like, Nicole, I don't believe you because any other time you do this, it's always around April Fool's. You probably just pulling my leg. Lo and behold, I was not.
Not this time. And there are people who actually do the whole pregnancy thing. Matter of fact, there's a good friend of ours who was on Facebook and said, you know, they're having twins. And they publish it on April 1st. So it's like, really? Do we really believe you? But come to find out they really are pregnant.
See?
So, but like, don't make major announcements on April Fool's Day.
Why not?
Because nobody believes you.
Off their game. Not everybody. Somebody, I'm pretty sure, believed them.
I'm sure it was. But yeah, you know what? Reading Tiffany talking about you should have done that one this year, Cody. No, she shouldn't have. Because for those who know,
that would have really been good, Tiffany. I really should have.
For those who know that was just not happening and wasn't possible. So Ha! No. What is your best April Fool's joke? I really never played April because I'm a prankster all year round. Like I like to laugh and I like to joke and I like to have fun all year round. To me, it just keeps relationships and keeps marriages and keeps people on their toes, even with the kids. I just like to, I like to laugh and joke and have fun. And I even got the kids in the spirit. Matter of fact, our biggest prankster in our house is one of our sons, Akil. I asked him.
Did he do anything?
No, and that was surprising.
I thought he would have taken advantage of that.
Right. I was really surprised. I was like, dude, you play any pranks? He was like, nope. It's like, interesting. Well, today is actually World Party Day. What does World Party Day mean? I don't know, but it's a party going on somewhere. As they always say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I would have got the memo.
World Party Day?
Yeah.
You been partying at work?
I would have tried.
Y'all ever just put your headphones on and sit at work and just be just in your own little zone?
Mm-hmm. I don't have time to put on headphones at work, unfortunately.
I be in my own little zone sometimes at work. And I know people next to me be sitting there wondering, they be like, what is going on with him? Because I be air drumming, air guitar, air playing piano, and they be like, what's going on with that fool over there? But I just be in my own little work. I promise you I do. I
wish I could.
So, also, on the 5th, which is Friday, I think, right? Cody doesn't. Cody usually on top of the days.
Today's the
Wednesday?
3rd?
I don't know. I'll tell you, I never know when the daggone days are. It's actually National Deep Dish Pizza Day.
Oh, I'm not interested.
You're not. You don't like deep dish? From being from the Midwest next to Chicago, Chicago's supposed to have
bread.
I
don't like Chicago style pizza.
Really?
No.
So what type of pizza do you prefer?
New York.
Take the chick to New York twice, and now she's a New York fan for life. No, but no, I'm gonna be wrong. I do like New York pizza, but I do like the fact that I like the thick crust pizza, not necessarily the deep dish, but I like the pan pizza.
It has to be thin. It's just too much bread.
Is that why you bought the thin pizza the other day?
That's right.
You get to taste the toppings better.
Exactly.
When you have it thin, but it's so thin. That's all you eating are toppings and cheese.
I used to feel that way at first, be honest with you. I did. I really did. I felt that way. But now, listen, I go all in. My wife likes stuffed crust. I don't understand why you want cheese in your crust.
Cheese on top of cheese inside of cheese. Yeah, no. And then, Cody, you might find this one pretty interesting. National Caramel Day, or Caramel Day, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is the 6th, which must be Thursday. Yes. It's the reason I say Cody likes it because
Garrett's popcorn.
Exactly, because she loves Garrett's popcorn.
I really do.
So she may not like Chicago's pizza, but she likes Chicago's popcorn.
Yes, the best.
What's your best popcorn, Mr. Entertainment?
Caramel popcorn.
Really?
Yeah, I used to like the Cracker Jacks.
Wow. I'm not a big popcorn fan, and it's not that I'm not a big popcorn fan. I just hate the kernels to get stuck in my teeth.
Oh gosh, that's painful.
But you don't like. You like for butter to run.
That was not intentional. Okay, so here's what happened, Mr. Entertainment, and I hope you don't mind me telling this story.
No,
I already got fussed out.
I brought it up.
This was not intentional. We went to go see Power Rangers the other day.
Okay.
Good movie, by the way.
I thought it was gonna suck. Okay.
Some actually messages in there that I actually think, I don't know if you caught on to some messages, but there were some pretty cool messages that were in the movie in itself.
Like teen messages?
Just life lessons.
Okay.
Life lessons that I thought were pretty cool. I even shared one with our son. We went on our date the other day that I thought that he would, benefit from. But, so, Cody says, hey, go with our daughter Sid to go out and get some popcorn and some drinks and da-da-da-da-da. I said, great, no problem. I was kind of missing the previews. I like watching previews.
I love the previews.
Right.
Don't ruin my
I like
previews.
watching previews. But I said, you know what, no problem. I'll go out and get popcorn. Went out and got popcorn. Surprisingly, there was no line. Got in, got out. But I know Cody likes her popcorn with butter. And, well, not salt, but just butter. And so I'm sitting there putting butter on it. And it's a little small, thin bags. They already they charge you $20 for a little small, thin bag as it is. But so I'm sitting there putting the butter on the thing. And, it's an optical illusion because the way it comes out, it looks like it's, coming out a lot, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting butter in. I stop. I shake it up, put a little bit more butter in, stop, shake it up, put a little more butter in. Finally was like, all right, bet, let's go. Get the napkins. Boom, let's go back to the theater. Give Cody her popcorn. Nothing wrong.
It was
about halfway through the movie,
I appreciate
she looks down and goes, oh, shoot. She has butter literally running down her leg.
No.
Yes.
She has
I'm sitting there and I'm like, why do I feel squishy?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to laugh. I got in trouble for laughing the other day.
So you put too much in it?
Apparently so.
Too much to the point where I literally lift the bag up and it seeped all on my thigh.
It looked like she had an accident on
down
herself.
all the side of my leg, on my jacket, on my phone.
Did you squirt it?
How much butter did you put in this bag?
2 squirts, man.
I was trying to make it buttery popcorn.
It was buttery, all right.
But when I handed it to her, it wasn't like I didn't have all butter in my hands. I didn't have, like, the bag didn't seem all buttery.
I guess it just took time for the, butter to come through.
And so I felt really bad.
Absorb it.
I felt really bad. I made a joke. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
because
he made a joke.
I'm a prankster, so I like to laugh sometimes.
Appreciate.
But, I was like, oh, she peed on herself. But
Ouch. But it reminds me back in the 80s, now that you said that, when we used to squirt that Jerry curl stuff in our hair, and at first it looked great, right? You shining, then all of a sudden by the end of the day, like your whole shirt, like it didn't rain.
Listen, Entertainment, I cannot imagine you with a Jerry curl.
I had the long Jerry curl, man, for real. Like, it was off
Are
the
you
chain.
serious?
Oh, yeah.
You had what was
The Soul Glow.
The Soul Glow from Coming to America.
I gotta show y'all some throwback pictures.
Yes, that would be hilarious. For those who are on Facebook or those who are not on Facebook, if you look at Mr. Entertainment, he has not a lick of hair on his head right now.
No, he does
so just
not.
to imagine, and then the hair you can see, you can kind of see it kind of like recedes way back here. But
see, you go overboard.
What? I'm just giving the they have to have the visual for those who can't see.
No, they don't.
They can see it on Facebook. Look, I'm right on top of the camera.
What? You're doing too much.
That makes up for my joke.
It does. Okay, you got me. I can't say nothing.
No, I'm messing. No, see, Cody be making me feel bad.
My specs are dirty.
So y'all know what I saw on the news this morning. We talked about news earlier. I saw on the news earlier that 1 in 4 married couples sleep in separate beds due to sleeping habits of others. They don't like the sleeping habits of their spouse. And Cody has this big grin on her face. Explain the grin.
Are you for it? I would just
like for once just to be able to just stretch out completely on the bed.
You can. And you do half the time. You do.
No, I don't. Not in the which I would like to. I like to sleep diagonal on the bed.
And you do. I get feet. If I don't get feet, I get elbow or hair. And y'all seen the picture on Facebook or Instagram or any other little memes they show on social media where the husband's side of the bed, this little itty bitty slither, and the wife is like, they have the black side and the white side, and the wife's side is this big old huge section.
They have comforters like that now.
Are you serious?
Yes, where it'll say his side and this is a line that's like a fourth of
right. That's what I'm talking about. But see, I don't complain about it because I don't mind being close to Cody. So I don't really get that closeness during the daytime because we're busy and she's at work and she's tired and all other stuff. But at nighttime, she sprawls out and I'm like, okay, I get the touch.
Yeah, we should get that comforter. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I'm pretty sure you can order it somewhere.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was pretty interesting because, like, me personally, like you said, you like sleeping, across the bed and you want the whole bed to yourself on a king size bed, people. Anyway,
so comfy.
I just can't see a reason unless there was like I can see reasons, but personally, I just won't. I don't. That tears you apart. Like, where's the intimacy? Where's the closeness that you have?
Intimate when you're sleeping.
Oh no, I am.
With the shut eye.
Yes, I am.
When your eyes are shut.
So we don't cuddle at night when we going to sleep.
My eyes be open.
When you're like,
your eyes be open.
That's only for a little while, and then I'm like, okay, I need my space.
Not all. There have been times where we've cuddled quite thoroughly throughout the night, and I've woke up with my arm half dead, but we've woke,
It be numb too.
Right. But I just can't, because that, in my opinion, that just pulls you apart. You spend so much time as it is during the day, apart from your spouse, apart from your family, apart from any type of activity with your spouse. You can't even go to sleep together. You have to sleep in separate rooms. And I know people who actually do it. I'm not going to call a specific person out, but I know somebody who's very close to me. I'm not. Somebody who's very close to me who says that, they couldn't sleep with their significant other because of the fact that she snored extremely bad.
Now, I snore real bad. Like, really, really bad. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this on the air. My wife abuses me in my sleep.
So you wake up kind of hurt?
In her defense, I'm pretty sure she does not.
Whatever. And then she be like, well, I be trying to move you, because if you move their head to the side, they won't snore. Mm-hmm. But one day I woke up and I'm telling you, I thought she broke my neck, man, for real. I'm sitting here like, check, and then she'll like shove me or whatever, like For real, I woke up on some of those abusive stuff, so it's pretty bad.
You need that Sleep Number mattress that I fell in love with.
Yeah, they're pretty
but
cool.
could not afford.
They are pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, there are people.
I love her though. She don't beat me too bad.
She's too bad. Now, FYI, she is listening. I just saw her make a comment.
Oh,
she is listening.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything yet, but I'm sure it's coming. What's going on, Stats?
Dang, see you starting stuff again, Ty.
It wasn't me. That was your story this time, not mine. But I just can't see sleeping in a different room than my spouse.
What say ye, Facebook family? How do you feel?
I would like doing a separate room. Now, I want my own, if I had an extra room in the house where we can have our separate rooms, like maybe once a week or something to give us our space, kind of like a vacation.
Okay,
Look
so
at Ty.
because I'm trying to see where you're coming from. Like, so like a man cave and like a woman.
So what? So let's say, for
Whatever they
example,
call it.
if we had like a 6-bedroom house or whatever, and then you got the guest bedroom, but then each one of us have our separate bedroom for our vacation spot to have to ourselves one night. So then you have your bedroom, she has her bedroom, and then we have the couple's bedroom.
If I'm going on vacation, I'm leaving the house. I don't want to vacate in my own.
I mean, I was using an example.
I mean, I
though.
see what you're saying.
But I like what Cody said, because I never thought about me having my own space at least once a week to say, you know what, let me just be by myself.
Just to
sleep,
rejuvenate.
relax.
It's not permanent.
Am I the only Facebook?
Especially women, at least for me.
I be
can
wanting
speak
to
for
kick.
myself. Just during that time when I just need my space, that would be most appropriate. That might
Ty,
be-
really?
Yes, we already spend so
So now
much
y'all
time
see
apart.
what I deal with.
But
right?
y'all already know.
Too funny.
Y'all already know I'm a needy person, and I have no problems admitting that. But okay, because you already spend so much time apart as it is. Then when you factor in kids, you factor in jobs, you factor in church, you factor in other activities outside of outside of your relationship. When are you spending time together as a couple?
But you know what I found though? Sometimes with her being in the bed, I love her and all, but sometimes it's more uncomfortable trying to get comfortable than it is trying to be cuddly. You know what I'm saying? Because, and she's hard to please, like, because, I'm kind of stout, but sometimes her neck being one of my elbow bones or something, and she'd be like, you know what, this is too much, it's too hot, like get off me. So I'm like, look, we can go to our separate rooms in those particular moments.
I can understand, again, if you spend time together during the day, or you have that intimacy time at other times, but if you don't, then when else do you do it? When else do you get it? When else do you have
we're
that
not
intimacy?
saying that this is
I'll
repeated
be all here.
every day, all day. Once or twice a month out of 30 days, that's too much to ask.
It's 28 days in February.
Oh, meal.
I'm just saying. Eric says Lucy and Ricky Ricardo. And believe it or not, Fred and Wilma, they actually slept in separate beds in the same bedroom. Fred the Flintstones.
Yes.
Yeah. Then so
That's
did
how it
Barney.
used to be on TV back in the day.
Yeah, back in TV. We talking about real life.
Now, we did switch sides. Me and my wife, we switched
We did
sides
too.
every now
We
and
did
then.
too.
We did too.
And that kind of helps.
We did too, but it was basically for comfort of the bed, But and so we swapped sides. But then after like 2 months, she wanted to switch back. Because I sleep closest to the door because I feel like it's a protection thing. Like if somebody breaks in the house, protection, they're gonna get me before they get her.
Okay.
And so that's why I like sleeping
Oh,
closer.
I thought it was
sleeping
because
closer to the
when
door.
they open up the door, you'd be able to hide behind the door. So I would be the only one in line.
The door is all the way
Sight.
across the room. See how I get no love.
Now,
I can't get no love. No.
But now, is it true that there's an east and west thing, east west, that whole northwest southeast thing, that if you sleep in that certain position, you get better sleep? Did y'all hear about that or anything like that?
I've not heard about that.
Yeah,
I need to read up
look
on
that up, because I think your positioning makes a difference in the comfort of your sleep.
Huh.
Just
Interesting.
throwing
So
it out
so
there.
the position of the bed in itself, or the position of you as an individual?
It could be either or. So wherever the bed is, your body says, I need to sleep with my head pointing towards the east, northwest, or south.
Never heard of it.
Yep,
We're gonna have to
I've
do
heard that a good while
I'm
back.
gonna
Haven't
look that
researched
up.
it, but it just hit me.
Going to have to do some research on that one. That's pretty interesting.
Body position.
Body position. Before we get ready to go to break, y'all, because we have to go to break. It's about that time. I always have to do this. Give my shout out about Beloved Community Church Bible Study, y'all. Tuesdays and Thursdays at Simmons YMCA here in the Charlotte metro area. For more information, hit up belovedcc.org. That's BELOVED.org, or call 330-766-2870. We're doing a new me journey with Jesus. The resurrection matters. We're actually going through the whole resurrection all the way up into, why are you laughing? Up into Easter. All the way up into Easter from 7 to 8 p.m. What, Cody?
No, nothing. Continue.
So yeah, the Beloved, and can't forget about Easter. That's actually Beloved Community Church's very first service that Sunday.
So excited.
Yes, it was like anything else. Unlike anything else you've probably ever been to. You don't have to actually dress up and get your Easter suit and all of that. You can if you want to. You know, if you want to come in your lime green or your pastel colors and whatnot, knock yourself out. But we coming in jeans and a t-shirt because we going.
Yes,
we coming to praise the Lord.
Comfort.
We coming to praise the Lord comfortably. So check out belovedcc.org for more information. Sign up because we'll actually be having brunch after service. So not only will you be fed the word, you'll be fed a good little meal afterwards so you can socialize before you go home. And for people who actually cook, Easter meals.
We do ask that you just RSVP at belovedcc.org.
Yes. And also don't forget Marriage Battle 2017. Invest in your marriage, y'all. Marriage Battle 2017. We are breaking down communication barriers. June 10th. Here in Fort Mill, South Carolina. I cannot express how much more that you all just go out there and sign up. June 10th from 10 to 2 p.m. Very simple. All you have to go is to aplmcoaching.com. We have partnered with It Takes Two Marriage Coaching, so you can even hit up their website and go out there and register for Marriage Battle 2017, breaking down communication barriers, y'all. We are actually tackling all things communication, how to actually argue, how to not argue, dealing with communication languages, all that good stuff. We're feeding you too. So register for the Marriage Battle 2017, June 10th. Mark it on your calendars. Invite your husband, invite your wife. We want to see you in the building, y'all. But it's about that time. We'll be right back in 2.5 seconds, y'all. Ty and Cody on Purpose on WBNDradio.com.
Are you cooking tonight? Yes, if we're not going out tonight now. How was your day?
Fine. How was your day?
Fine.
Do you want to go to a movie?
I'm good.
Does this look like your marriage?
Are you tired of getting the cold shoulder and you feel like your marriage needs a reboost?
A Purposeful Life Marriage Coaching is here to help guide and give you the tools to a healthy and successful marriage.
Visit our website at aplmcoaching.com.
Contact us via email at coach@aplmcoaching.com or give us a call at 888-466-6104. Live purposefully,
Love purposefully,
because your marriage is worth it.
It is Ty and Cody on Purpose.
Ty and Cody Show with WBND Radio.
It's Ty and Cody on Purpose. WBND Radio.
We're doing marriage unfiltered. Ty and Cody Show.
WBNDradio.com.
Catch us every Monday at 8:30 p.m.
Live purposefully,
Love purposefully on Ty and
Cody on Purpose.
Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Facebook, WBND, and TuneIn family. And I even got to give a shout out to our YouTube and
What up, YouTube?
Google Play and iTunes for those who actually follow us on the podcast as well. So just in case you didn't know, you can actually follow us or download our podcast on iTunes if you have an iPhone, or on Google Play if you have one of the Android phones. You can actually download the previously recorded shows or re-listen to shows as you go along, in case you need a good laughter or it's a good inspiration for you and your spouse throughout your week, or you just happen to miss the show. Sometimes we actually have people who actually say, hey, we missed the show, but we went back and listened to it, or we went back and watched it on Facebook, or went back and listened to it via one of your podcasts, and we really enjoyed it. So we really appreciate you all support. I promise you we do. We really appreciate you all support for tuning in each and every Monday. But today's topic, y'all, is all in or nothing. Interesting. 803-692-6370. Here's the number here in the studio. And the question of today is, are you all in for your marriage, or what holds you back from being all in your marriage? Now, I ask this question because there are a lot of situations. Cody's laughing already. There are a lot of situations, and you talk to different people when it comes to relationships and so forth, and a lot of people already have one foot out the door. Like, seriously, like even newlyweds, people who've been married for several years, and they already have one foot out the door. So my question is, what holds you back from being all in on your marriage? Like, why do you already have one foot out the door? Did you honestly get married for the potential of, getting a divorce right away? Like, I heard on the radio, listening to another radio station, Christian radio station, a couple of days ago, and they said that's the feeling that they get when people talk about prenups. So it's like, I asked my spouse to sign a prenup, but if you sign a prenup, are you already thinking of the fact that you already have a foot out the door because you're thinking about the fact of an exit strategy? Or or are you thinking just to protect yourself? But if you're still protecting yourself and you're planning on going in, for the long haul, so death do us part, why do you have one foot out the door already?
Yeah, I remember, early in my relationship, I talk about it all the time, so I'm unashamed about it because it's a growth process. But for me, it was immaturity. I'll be honest with you, because I was afraid, and that fear a kick in. So you got immaturity, then you got fear, and then you have not wanting to commit to responsibility. So when you own up to all of those things, then it's like, you know what? Either you all in or you all out. But at first I was like, I don't really have anything to lose.
Right.
So I may as well just either pee or get off the pot, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But then when I thought about it, I was cheating my spouse out of quality relationship.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And, I was afraid of, either getting hurt, because growing up being hurt all the time, it's like, you know what? I don't want to experience that anymore. Right. That's painful.
Yeah.
And I remember my first heartbreak. So, knowing that, I said, you know what? The dog, big dog, I can't do that.
Do you really remember your first heartbreak?
Absolutely. I felt like I was about to die.
I don't remember exactly. No. I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but I remember, a heartbreak, and I remember, crying. I was a little, I'm an emotional dude, but I remember, but I don't remember.
Oh no, I'm talking about details. I remember.
No, I don't remember details.
I remember laying on my bed, and I felt like I was going through heart surgery with no medication. Like, look, look, folks, you can look at my face. I was hurting. It was bad. I was like the breath was coming out of me. It was bad. And what make it so bad, I ain't even know what it was all about. Like, that wasn't even real love.
Yeah, the unknown, you don't. No, unknown.
I'm being real. Like, there wasn't even no intimacy. This was just like a breakup.
Yeah.
But that was your first love. Your first,
What? Because I don't remember nothing. All I remember, it hurt. And I'm like, what the heck was I hurting for? Like,
you look back at it now.
I look back at it, and basically, you know what, guys? This is real. But to be honest with you, when you think about, after you look at it and you start weighing the options, then you start figuring out, is this worth fighting for? You know what I'm saying? And looking back at puppy love and old relationships right now, in this moment, the way we're vested in right now with children, relationship, business, the spiritual aspect, and the responsibility, it's worth fighting for. I'm all in.
So you are all in, but did it take you a while to get there?
Absolutely.
Outside of that first heartbreak. So once you and your wife got together, were you all in from jump?
No.
Okay.
I was half foot. Matter of fact, I could say this. Like I said, I'm real, and I hope somebody learned from it. Listen, but when we first got married, I was in love, and then all of a sudden, it was one of those things like, you know what? I don't know. Because again, I went in immature.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And it took a process of her trying to get me to see her reality. And my reality was streets. My reality was hustle and grind. And you might be in the picture if you do what I tell you to do, kind of thing, from that aspect of I want my cake, eat it too, and I want all the toppings on it.
Right.
Wow.
Leave nothing off. You see my point?
Yeah.
So that's my definition of selfish.
Yeah.
I was selfish, guys. I'm trying to tell you, but until you own it, you'll never see it.
Oh, some folks see it and they still don't own it.
They don't see it. I'm telling you, with a fine-tooth comb, they look in the mirror. Just because you think it's okay don't mean you see it. There's a big difference. I'm talking self-evaluation check.
People don't like doing it. People don't like doing it.
They can't.
You can quickly point the fingers, but don't realize that you got 3 other pointing back at you.
You see my point?
Yeah.
So they think that they know it, or they feel like, you know what, I'm getting over, you know, I got it going on, my girl at home, whatever. But at the end of the day, there's hurt way down the inside that has never been tapped into.
Wow.
Just being real with you tonight. This is real talk.
And people don't like doing that. Yeah, thank you. People don't like doing that self-evaluation, though, to find out, you know, what is that hurt? Because there are, like you said, reasons people don't actually, you know, get in there is due hurt, resentment, fear, as you mentioned. Nobody wants to be hurt.
Dang, I hit all those?
Yes, you hit all of them. Yeah, I got a list of them. People who have old baggage from the past, people, you know, trying to guard their heart from a lot of that stuff, or even, comparing to other people, exes, other spouses, and things like that. You may say, you know, well, I'm not all full in because you're not meeting my expectations.
Or even those who are just dream chasers, who's either chasing after the money, chasing after their overall goal or dream, and their family may not be part of that picture right now.
So is it a priority thing then? To say, okay, because you're not, like you said, not high on my priority list, you know, I want to have my cake and eat it too. We talked about this the other day at church, or the church meeting, where our pastor said, you know, it's God, it's family, then church. But then other people have it in the opposite direction. They go, well, I'm going to put, you know, church up here first, then God, or I'm going to put work, then God, then in family comes all the way down here at last. Yeah. Or my spouse may come last because they came into the picture after the fact.
But you know what I realized growing up, even, you know, not having a man in the house trying to, you know, show me all those things, is I always remember being told, but never taught. So you could tell me all day long, God first. You could tell me all day long.
Yes.
But if you don't show me what that looks like, if you don't give me the vision statement, sounds great, bruh.
And that's why I think it is so important for the family structure in itself, because that's our job as parents.
Absolutely.
That's our job as parents, to show our kids, for those who have kids, to show our kids what it looks like. So we're teaching them that, you know, this is what, you know, the family structure should look like. This is what, you know, your relationship should look like. So that way you're passing that down. There's a lot of stuff you can pass down, but that should be one of the things that you pass down to your kids.
Dude, y'all counseling me good tonight. I'm opening up tonight. I'm just letting it all out. But you know what else I did that I realized? I love my wife. When I tell you, she has really shown me how to be family. I never sat down at a dinner table ever and had a meal without being uninterrupted.
Really?
I was either on the couch, TV playing or something. She would literally take the remote control, turn the TV off, sit me down, and eat dinner with your family. I did not know what that looked like. Since I was growing up with my grandparents, we did that, but after time, it was like survival. You know what I'm saying? But now I know the importance of quality time.
And, and honestly, I think that plays into the fact of whether you're all in or not, because of what you've seen growing up. And so if you've seen or you saw your father or your mother not being all in, then you have a habit of picking up some of those same habits and not being all in either. I mean, because, you know, and my father, and I'll say this is probably one of the best lessons my father taught me. He says, don't be like me, be better than me. take the things that you like and that you can apply to your own life and apply those things. Take the things that you don't like, that for whatever reason, and leave them learn from them and leave them to the side. And apply what the things that are good to your life and move forward. And I will honestly say that's something that was a bad person. Not saying my father was a bad person, but there were things that I did not like, that I know personally that I did not want to carry with me into a relationship. I did not want in a spouse.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, so it's important that we show that to our to our kids, and we show that to those who in which we're around growing up, because you're either all in.
Some of the common things that are holding people back, or maybe holding you back from being all in your relationship or your marriage. Give us a call, 803-692-6370.
But like, what's that like end all be all? Like, if you don't give me this, I'm out. For example, if you were to coach a couple and they say, you know what, if he or she won't give me a baby, then I'm out. Is that fair?
Well,
because I've heard that.
We've tried to encourage folks to have those type of conversations before you say I do.
Okay.
Right? There's a certain level of whether it's about money, whether it's about family, whether it's about, the rearing of children, how you're going to do that. Faith-based, how you're going to raise your children in if you choose, whether you're Christian or whatnot. Have those type of deep conversations beforehand, because that's part of the homework, trying to figure out whether you're compatible. Compatibility is just not physical and what we like to do together. Compatibility goes beyond that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I agree 100. Now, you may not be able to hit everything, and you probably won't hit everything.
You won't.
And that's why we encourage you to honestly, talk with the coach, so that way they can kind of help facilitate, or we can help facilitate you through those things. But, talk about those things ahead of time, because if she decides, and and honestly, we've gone through something similar to like that, because not necessarily, I'm seriously done. Like, I'm out. Like,
yeah,
and I don't want to do this no more. And you have that sense of, I don't want, and it's because of, one, you probably haven't talked through things.
Absolutely.
You're going through an emotional state. Please, people, don't make long-term decisions off a temporary emotional or temporary feeling. You may say you want to be out now, and then turn back around 20 minutes later, or the next day, or even the next week, and go, oh, I'm so sorry. But when you could have just worked it out in the first place. Truth be told, you really could have just worked it out in the first place. So, again, talk about those things, ahead of time, instead of waiting until when they actually happen. Some other reasons that people, figure that, they don't want to be all in is because they're hurt. Again, hurt feelings towards your spouse could have slowly built, have you building that, that hardening in your heart. And when you have that hardening in your heart, you start to build up that wall, and then you starting to, tune out your spouse, and you're starting to think about other things, and that is like the worst, in my opinion. Once you start getting that hardening in your heart,
absolutely,
and because after a while you're like, I don't care, you start to not care about your spouse's feelings,
absolutely,
and to I'll speak for myself, because I can be that way. I can honestly be that way, and I have been that way, not towards Cody, but I have been that way in the past, where I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, you know what, I don't even care no more.
Well, for me, it was that shutdown period where if you didn't say what I wanted to hear, I would shut down. And then the sound of your voice irritates me, right? So that's almost to the point of I'm out. Now, it's going to take an act of God to transform that. And that's what happened. For me, it was knowing God, knowing love, knowing who I am, and appreciating the person that's standing in front of you. If you don't know you, it's almost impossible to know the person, the people around you. Right. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Because you got to know what love is and what love is about and what it stands for.
Exactly.
And
like I said, I was getting ready to say, because when I think of love, I think of God, because God is love, right or wrong. So.
Absolutely.
If I think of the relationship that he has with me, I think I should have that same relationship with my spouse.
Okay.
So if he forgives me, I should be able to forgive her.
You on my mind. Come on.
If the same way that he loves me is the same way that I promised and I vowed to love her.
You on it.
I don't give up on him. he don't give up on me. Why am I giving up on her? Just because she's done something to aggravate me. That doesn't mean that I don't get mad. That doesn't mean I don't get upset. That doesn't mean sometimes I don't think about leaving. But I don't.
And you know what a lot of us, we suffer from? We say the pity party, but I think it's beyond pity. I think it's the petty party. And sometimes we take these little petty things and we stop saying that the toilet seat is what's on your mind and what's in your heart. Like at some point, adult conversations have to take place in relationships.
Take place, yes.
So you know what? Again, folks, I'm
to have those adult conversations though.
Humility, it plays a big factor. Like that's that self-evaluation check,
as well as not playing tit for tat or counting up. You know, who's got this strike, who's got this strike.
So what about a clean slate? What about a clean slate? So if that goes back to the forgiveness process of, you know what, I tell you what, I made some mistakes. I know you made some mistakes. Let's start again. I think because I know we have a 48-hour rule, which is the perfect thing that we've ever invented. But now it's about the clean slate process of, you know what, if this irritates me or we went through this process, at some point we got to let these things go. And I mean, as hard as it may sound, you know what, I don't like this, but we're working on trying to build a process to make changes off of this. I still to this day have some things that I necessarily want or even need, and I've sacrificed saying, you know what, for the better well-being of our marriage, I am willing to let it go. Now that's painful.
That's powerful.
And powerful.
But yeah, and actually the way I look at relationships and I look at marriages is that it's a growth process. And what you just explained right there is part of that growth process. Because when you start out, like you said, you were immature. You were not all in. A lot of us have felt that same way going into a marriage. We may felt like it, but it's that lust feeling. Oh, I love the sex. Oh, I love the feeling of being with her or being with him, those type of things. But it's just that baby immature stage. And then you have to start to develop as you go along with your spouse. You know, how do we grow not only individually, but how do we grow together? Because it's easy to get to the point where you can go, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. I want to back out. But you have to, like you said, there's compromise, there's, loving, there's going through the fire in order just to, get to that point.
And in my opinion, two people should not get married unless you both have experienced a life traumatic event to see how the two of you have handled it, to see if you're compatible.
But how long does that take though?
So a life traumatic event together? Or individually?
Together, to see how you will handle it together.
But see, honestly, to your question, that may not be something that may happen ever. But if you go through coaching and or counseling, then you can actually, they can walk you through a life traumatic event.
I think there should be some type of getaway with a situational events.
Okay.
And I think there should be some type of a checklist as counsels or whatever.
It's like team building or marriage building.
It's almost
prior to getting married.
Right.
It's almost like the movie Saw.
That's fun.
I'm just being real.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would love to see that and see how they handle that. You know what I'm saying? So, life or death, if your spouse was to lose a limb, this is like...
Yeah, because it's a make it or break it. Since you have to go through a make it or break it situation. Like, there's a show we used to watch, Marriage Boot Camp. And that was one of the things that they actually used to do. And people really could not take it. So what they would do is they would take the husband and or wife or a mix of both. It was like a group of maybe 10 or people. And they would literally put them in the morgue. They would put them in a morgue situation, and the spouse did not know until they came into the room and saw. They said, we're sorry to tell you, unfortunately, your spouse has just been in a terrible accident. And they just did not make it. And they had them all made up with the makeup and everything. And they pull out the body, and they're sitting there laying stiff, and they're, and what they've actually done is they had them write a letter earlier in the day of all the negative things that they actually said or think about their spouse or they say about their spouse. And they have them read that negative letter over their body. And a lot of them cannot do it.
Get through it.
They cannot do it because they realize at that time all the hurtful and all the negative things that really are not, they can't take back, that are really seriously not maybe that important in the first place. And they, you know, then they go, wow, you know, they're taking that self-evaluation at that point and going, if I really was to lose him or her,
this is what
I would feel like. Yeah. It's real. It's that life-altering situation that Cody was just talking about that makes you put a whole different perspective on your relationship and on your marriage. It really makes you think, am I really all in or am I really out? Because
don't take each other for granted.